Liberal caucus members get confronted by reporters after failing to rally support from literally any other party in the House, including the NDP.
Mr. Garrison, why did you guys lose the vote yesterday?
We didn't, or we knew the outcome of that, what that vote was going to be. There was we have 169 members, one's the speaker, and we had 4 people paired. 100% efficiency in terms of our vote turnout yesterday.
You didn't fail to have people show up for the vote.
Pardon me?
You don't think you failed to have MPs show up for the vote?
Every single person that was supposed to vote yesterday voted.
So what happened? How did you lose it? Why did you lose it? Why didn't you get support from some other members enough to get it passed?
There was a non-binding advisory resolution of the House of Commons. I suspect you're going to see a lot more of them.
You don't care about that?
It's a minority parliament.
You don't think it's an early test of whether or not you can rally enough votes when it counts?
Yes, it is a minority government, and you have failed to bring literally any party to your side. Once again, the policies you want to enact are so terrible, you cannot even gain the support from the rest of the House.
Of whether or not you can rally enough votes when it counts?
I think the test of rallying votes comes on the vote on the throne speech tomorrow night, which is a confidence vote.
En français, le Parlement a quand même voté, c'est dans le discours du trône.
My god, I don't know what Stephen McKinnon's on, but I'll take 2. Based on that facial expression, you'd think he'd be talking to the ghost of Christmas past. They're failing to provide an answer. They cannot unite the House.
Again, when Parliament speaks, it speaks in different tones and different voices. Some are advisory. We're going to have opposition days. Lots of points are registered in the House of Commons. Budgets, throne speeches, that's another matter. We'll see how the votes line up.
How important
in Canada.
The answer was so bad. Look at this guy in the background. Look at his face. I mean, holy crap. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, then I don't know what else you would actually need to see.
That would be sustained for decades to come because steel industry is at the core of building Canada. So for me, we're on the same page. I'm working with them end to end.
So in the short term, if the steel and aluminum industries are concerned that they're on the losing end of this, do you see any deal with the U.S. possible where tariffs are gone completely?
Well,
Do
I
we
said-
revert to that, or
listen,
is it just a new reality?
Well, I would say these are global tariffs, as you know. So we're talking to our friends also in the European Union. But what I want to say is that we've been clear from the get-go that we would fight these tariffs, we would protect our worker and industry and build a country. In the building the country and protecting our worker and industry, using Canadian steels is the key. We need to use more Canadian steel. We need to have measures in place to favor that, and that's exactly the discussion I'm having with the industry. And we're going to be working on that because, you know, a strong and very prosperous steel industry in Canada is at the core of building Canada of the future.
So U.S. tariffs are the new reality.
So, well, I said we'll see. You know, one thing that I've learned now, and I think we have all learned, is unpredictability. You know, you've seen from the G7 finance ministers meeting how many things have happened since then where we were all aligned in saying we need to restore stability and growth. A lot of things have happened, so we're going to go step by step, but one thing is sure, for all the workers who are watching us, the industry leaders, we've been saying we're going to fight for you, we're going to protect you, and we're going to build Canada with Canadians.
So it sounds like any talks between Canada and the US have gone absolutely nowhere. When asked, it looks like US tariffs are just a reality at this point. He simply gave no answer. He's just parroting the same liberal talking points from question period to these reporter scrums. Every time this guy speaks, it's the same 5 things over and over again. And that's coming from me, someone who repeats himself quite a bit. The main difference being, I'm not running the country. Or attempting to, like they are. Now, this took place just before a cabinet meeting the Liberals were about to have. I can only assume this cabinet meeting is going to be filled with a lot of disappointment and anger because they're not getting things done. Okay, they had this big meeting with all the premiers, but we've still seen literally nothing come from it. I know it just happened, but still. They can stand there and boast about it, but once again, we're still waiting for actual gears and wheels to be put in motion here. Based on what Tim Hodgson said, it'll take about 2 years just to get approved. Anyway, I would like to know what you think down in the comments section below. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you are new, and thank you very much for watching.